and after graduation, I found a job working at a nonprofit, working under the VP of Communications, doing everything from marketing, social media, PR, TV ads, radio ads, billboards, all that kind of stuff. And we were hosting an awareness night at the Hartford Yard Goats, and I, oversaw the whole event, and I did all the little small things for it. And I kept in touch with Mike Abramson, who is the GM there. Just sent him a quick follow-up email after saying, thanks for having us. It was awesome, blah, blah, blah. Keep in touch. Added him on LinkedIn. Thought nothing of it. And a few months later, I get this phone call, and it's like, hey, it's Mike Abramson. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, what? I'm like, hi. I'm like, are you sure you have the right Danielle? You know who this is? What's going on? Is this being pranked? And he was like, no, I've been following all of your posts on your personal social, and also what you've been doing for your job. And this position just opened up, and I would love to have you come in and talk about it. I would love to have what you've been doing brought to the team. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I don't even know what's going on, because the position was promotions and marketing manager. And I was thinking, I'm like, what does promotions mean? And what are we talking about? Because I've been to the park before, and I've watched games, but I've never actually watched the game. I've never watched kind of what was going on in between the innings or all the fun stuff. I was more there to hang out with friends and family, eat, drink, all of that stuff. So long story short, went in, talked to Mike, went back and forth for a few weeks, because I was like, why would I ever quit my little perfect 9 to 5 nonprofit and go and learn a whole new language, which was sports to me, because I never had any kind of background in sports or wanting to work in sports. So I made the jump, and it was crazy because every day was so hard, because I knew nothing. People kept saying, my first week there, everyone kept mentioning the word homestand. And I'm just like, what is homestand? What does this mean? No one's telling me. And I'm in the corner, Googling, what's a homestand, in baseball. And but I try to keep it low key sometimes. And sometimes I'm just like, what does this mean? What's going on? But it was awesome because, I owned what I did there, and I knew that I was there for my skills, not because of my knowledge in baseball. And I knew that Mike also knew the same. So I was able to go in there as Danielle and walk out as Danielle every day, and I didn't have to put on a show. I knew what was going on. But anyway, so I guess going off of that, being furloughed back in June, after have worked home by myself from April until then, doing social was super, super, super hard. I was able to give a little presentation for the Women in Baseball group about all that we were doing for social. And looking back at it, it's crazy to think how all of us were doing all of these things at home by yourself, but still trying to have this same hyped up energy,
Yep.
all this craziness that's been going on.